welcome to this deep dive. Usually generational shifts take time. You see a slow drift in fashion or, slang or music.
Right, it's usually super gradual.
Yeah. But looking through the notes you and I have on social psychologist Jonathan Haidt's book, The Anxious Generation, there was this statistic about teen mental health between 2010 and 2015 that, it doesn't drift. It falls off a cliff.
A complete free fall. I mean, we're looking at a fundamental collapse in well-being across an entire demographic, and it has a very specific starting point.
Right, 2010. And our mission today is to unpack that jarring statistic for you. We're going to explore Haidt's core argument, which is that society accidentally replaced a real-world, play-based childhood with a virtual phone-based one.
Exactly. And just to be completely clear up front, we're just impartially exploring his arguments here. We aren't taking sides on any of the cultural or political aspects. We're just laying out what the source material says.
Yeah, just delivering the text. So let's look at 2010. Childhood basically packed its bags, left the physical playground, and moved into the smartphone.
Yeah, Haidt calls this the Great Rewiring. Because to understand why it happened so suddenly, you really have to look at the hardware.
The technology itself.
Right. In 2010, the iPhone 4 introduced the front-facing camera.
Oh, the selfie camera.
Yes, the selfie camera, paired with, the sudden ubiquity of high-speed data everywhere. And that combination fundamentally changed the mechanics of human socialization.
Because they weren't just texting their friends anymore, they were broadcasting.
Exactly.
That's like we took childhood, which, used to be this casual, muddy neighborhood playground where you could just mess around.
Yeah, totally low pressure.
And we turned it into a high-stakes theatrical stage. Like suddenly every kid is performing for an invisible audience of their peers 24/7.
Which is exhausting. And, well, the irony here is staggering when you look at how modern society treats physical safety. I mean, we've largely stopped letting kids walk to the store alone, right? Or play at the park unsupervised. We are terrified of physical risk. But by eliminating it, Haidt argues we prevent them from developing what he calls anti-fragility.
Wait, anti-fragility? I mean, I get the physical safety part. Parents naturally want to protect their kids. Are we essentially bubble wrapping kids in the physical world while leaving the front door wide open for them to wander the digital wilderness alone?
That is exactly the paradox he points out. We are overprotecting them in the real world, but severely underprotecting them in the digital world.
But isn't a scraped knee just a scraped knee?
Well, not psychologically. Anti-fragility is the mental muscle built by navigating minor failures and, small conflicts on your own.
I see.
Without those unsupervised low-stakes moments, kids just don't learn how to bounce back. That muscle atrophies.
But are phones supposed to keep kids connected? Like if a kid can text their mom from the park, aren't they safer?
Physically, maybe. But we've traded an environment where small physical risks help them grow for a digital environment where invisible risks actively manipulate them.
Right, handing them 24/7 pocket access to the Wild West of the internet.
Exactly. We are leaving them completely unsupervised against algorithms designed by behavioral engineers.
And those algorithms are reshaping their brains in very specific ways. Going through the notes, it breaks down into 4 concrete harms.
Right.
Starting with pure social deprivation. Because if you're scrolling for 5 hours, you're losing 5 hours of face-to-face interaction.
Which is critical. I mean, face-to-face interaction is how the human brain actually learns empathy and processes subtle social cues.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
And then you add sleep deprivation into the mix. Devices in bedrooms mean kids are staying up later.
Oh, the blue light?
Yes, their circadian rhythms get disrupted by constant stimulation and blue light.
And even when they are awake, their attention is totally fragmented, right? The constant ping of notifications trains them to abandon focus.
Right, because of the mechanism behind those pings. Algorithms rely on intermittent variable rewards.
Like a slot machine.
Much like a slot machine. The brain gets hijacked by dopamine spikes, which conditions kids to constantly seek the next quick hit rather than sustaining attention on a single task.
Which leads to the 4th harm, addiction. So we have social deprivation, sleep deprivation, attention fragmentation, and addiction.
It's a very rough combination.
That sounds incredibly bleak. But Haidt doesn't just ring the alarm. I love that he enthusiastically offers 4 actionable solutions to get out of this.
He does, yeah. And the solutions require a collective reset on boundaries. For one, delaying the technology. He suggests no smartphones before high school.
Right, give them a basic dumb phone if they just need to text for a ride. Keep them off the algorithmic stage.
Precisely. followed by no social media until age 16.
Okay, so delay the smartphone, delay social media.
Yes, but this also requires institutional support, like phone-free schools.
And that doesn't mean just telling kids to keep phones in their backpacks, but they can still feel the buzz.
No, it means physically locking the devices in pouches or lockers for the entire school day.
Forcing them to actually talk to each other in the cafeteria.
Exactly. Which ties into his final solution, which is a return to unsupervised free play in the real world.
Wow.
We have to give them the space to fail and explore so they can rebuild that vital resilience.
So for you listening, the ultimate takeaway here is that reclaiming childhood means we almost need to do the exact opposite of what society has been doing. We need to step back physically,
Yeah,
let them climb the tree and risk the scraped knee while simultaneously stepping up digitally to set hard, unyielding boundaries.
that is the core of it. Get them off that high-stakes digital stage and back onto the messy, real-world playground.
It's a powerful shift in perspective, but I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over today.
What's that?
Well, we've spent this time focused entirely on how constant digital access and fragmented attention are stunting anti-fragility in teenagers. But if we're being completely honest with ourselves, how much of this great rewiring is quietly doing the exact same thing to our adult minds?